Hi guys, welcome to Game Week 25. It's been a while since Game Week 24 because it's been FA Cups, but we're back with the predictions this week. So give us a like, a subscribe, and tell us what you think about our predictions. We go back to Lucas here now. He won last time, which was a while away. But Lucas, give us your thoughts.
It was a long time ago, but it feels like yesterday for me because I always win. Uh,
It's your
Back to back,
second win.
not back to back,
Second
but
win.
second win.
Barely one, might add.
You say barely, but like, does someone barely win a Premier League title? Like, you
I
can
would,
you can say
I
what you
would.
want, but I
That's not
won,
that's dare I say not a equivalent exchange, mate.
and I know as we have some complaints here already in my victory message, but um, appreciate my fans out there. Appreciate everyone who subscribes and follows. Thank you very much. And
I
let's get straight into the game week.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
that being said, obviously Shine isn't with us this week. He's a bit sick. He would have really liked this news that him and Leo are now tied with 63 points.
Yeah,
You know,
but when he's next back on, I'll be winning, so it doesn't matter.
if you say so. You want to kick us
Sure.
off?
Yeah, I'll kick us off with the arguably the most important game of the weekend, and I say this every week. Is Liverpool Everton. It's not on the weekend. It's the Wednesday night kickoff. Big
Mm.
game, big game. Merseyside derby at Everton. It's a stadium got cancelled. Well, the first got cancelled because the stadium got flooded, which is kind of embarrassing. There, but and because of the storms. Therefore, after getting knocked out by Plymouth, which quite embarrassing, and as every Liverpool fan has their different take on it, I won't go into it. I think we have to win, and it's not going to be easy because Everton, Moyes is now he's cooking. You have to say he's cooking, and they're playing well. So I'm going to go for a Liverpool win, but it's 2-1. It's going to be like tight and like a last minute winner. It's going to be a good game, but a very nervous winner. What do you think, Lucas? What's your prediction?
I think Liverpool, well, you're obviously going to win. It's usually a win or a draw. I think you're going to win 3-2. I think Everton, they are coming up. They are starting to do something this season, especially with Moyes. I don't know what you're saying about Plymouth. Like, how are Liverpool fans having different opinions, though? You're playing your B team with kids. Like, obviously, you're
Let
going to go hard against Everton. So,
Man, like this game has lots of draws, man. This game is known for like a 1-1 or I remember Everton beating you 2-0 recently too. I
not
think
recently. Come
I,
on.
I
when was
felt
No,
that?
like I felt like that was recently.
I think it's 2019 recently.
It can't have been that far away.
A
No.
while ago.
I
A
remember I
while ago.
remember a recent 2-0 Everton, man, unless I'm really, really gaslighting myself. No, yeah, this was the 24th of April 2024, mate.
Fair
Literally
enough.
Last year.
Literally, yep, the last game at this ground. But they'll be without Calvert-Lewin, without many of their players. Your injury wise, you're pretty decent. Uh no, look, you're the league leaders, and despite the closeness, I think Slot is really just gonna show everyone why he just is probably the best manager in the league right now. I honestly think
Statement. Bold statement.
I
From
don't
you.
even think I don't think it's that bold because this Pep guy is a fraud, bro. But that's a conversation for another day. So I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. Shayan, who isn't here, of course, went for a 1-1 draw, which I think is pretty understandable. All right, going into Brighton versus Chelsea. Chelsea haven't been great recently. They're kind of just like a bit up and down. Obviously, Brighton just beat them in the cup. So Chelsea are going to want a bit of revenge. Now, when you look at Brighton's home form, for example, they got 3 wins in 11, and that's damning. Just lost 7-2 against Forest. So it's gonna like this is a game they kind of need to like show something in. But I think it's both teams are gonna want to probably prove something, and I think they'll just evenly be matched 1-1.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty even match, but I wouldn't say the score would be even as well. I think Chelsea, they're gonna want to. I mean, both teams obviously have a reason to win. It's like Premier League, why who wouldn't want to? But I think Chelsea, they want to start moving on a bit. They might want to win a game. So I think 2-1 to Chelsea. I don't know, just gut feeling. Um, yeah.
I disagree with you, Lucas. I think more or less the FA Cup just happened, and in our and Brighton won 2-1. I say we're going to run that back, and I'm rooting for Brighton here just because in our January quiz I had a question about Brighton, their finishing position. I got it wrong, so I feel like they're going to do better. I want them to do better, so
Just for quizzing, man.
yeah, everyone watch the quiz to find out how hard these questions were. It was ridiculous
Oh my
Yeah, no,
days.
really, like if
It
you
was
want
a
to.
wheel. It was a random wheel. All right, look, Shayan went 2-1 Chelsea. He believed in his boys,
for once.
obviously. Yeah, for once. So Leo, you said your prediction, yeah? Exact
Yeah,
one.
Brighton will run it back. 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brian. All right, Lucas, man.
All right, on to Leicester Arsenal. Leicester at home, I don't think, well, sorry to predict for you guys, but I don't think any of us will be predicting Leicester to win. It's just that unfortunate for them. Rude doesn't really seem to be doing much for them. Like, I don't know if I call him Rude, Van Nistelrooy, whatever. 2-0 Arsenal, it should be comfortable. If it's not 2, it's going to be more. So, even though they've got injuries, but they still should win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'm really disagreeing is I think there's going to be one more goal for Arsenal. I mean, I do feel bad for Ruud van Nistelrooy, but frankly, I don't see any manager turning this around for them. I think the squad just simply isn't good enough for a Premier League. I don't think the owners did them any favors. Got rid of Drewsbury Hall, who was literally their main man. Never did anything else with it. Jamie Vardy, for all the good he is and for the legend that he is still like 37, 38, starting for this club in the Premier League. That that's just like, a road for disaster. So it's honestly Arsenal are really good, even with their injuries. Leicester are really bad. Simple 3-0 for me.
Yeah, Max, I will copy you there. I think Arsenal win 3-0. They have to win quite comfortably after having a nice week in Dubai, sitting on the sand, not playing in the Cup. So if Arsenal don't win, then they're gonna get scrutinized by their fan base and the whole decision about going to Dubai. So Arsenal are gonna win 3-0.
Yeah, and Shayan did go with a 4-0 Arsenal victory.
Yes, you did. Going on to the next game, which is Aston Villa against Ipswich. Aston Villa, after just knocking out Spurs in the FA Cup fourth round,
Yeah.
um, have a match at home against Ipswich where they can rotate some players again. I'm going to go for a nice 3-1 here for Villa. Villa should win, and yeah, they're,
I
they're,
would
they're looking decent now. They've got some good squad depth,
I'll
apart from
tell you,
apart from their centre backs.
yeah, the centre backs are a bit thin. I'll tell you something interesting. The last back-to-back win in all comps for them was January the 10th. So it's been nearly a month. Well, January 10th to January 15th from them. So it's been nearly a month since they've won 2 games off the trot. Just beat us. And you know what? The reverse fixture was 2-2. I'm kind of thinking, despite Ipswich's form, which has been very bad, I think they could get something against this Leicester team with defensive not issues, more defensive well, they're depleted. So I'm going 1-1.
Yeah, I think Ipswich are definitely one of those. I mean, one of those teams in the relegation zone that they can sometimes have a goal out of nowhere, and I think that goal is going to make them win the game. I think they're going to have a 1-0. Not to say Villa can't attack, but I think Villa, even though they beat us, beating Tottenham is not a big thing these days. Um, so I'm thinking 1-0 to Ipswich. Why not?
That is interesting though, because you say can't attack, but when I was when I was watching them the other day against us, they seem to know how to attack. 1-0, really
Yep.
interesting. Do you know what? I'm last right now, so shouldn't really be judging other people's predictions at the minute. Shayan went for a 3-1 Villa win, same as you, Leah.
He,
And
he knows
we,
he knows to follow the right person there.
well, I mean, he didn't know. And he will hopefully be wrong so that I can catch back up. Now, moving on to Fulham versus Forest. Fulham's last home win in the Premier League was the 5th of December, which was only 6 games ago, but still. I remember them having a good home record at the start. It seems like it's depleted a little bit. And this Forest team, I mean, they absolutely battered Brighton, no question. They have despite the Bournemouth game, which I know we all agree was like a blimp anyway, still have an excellent defensive record, 10 clean sheets in 24. And they lost 1-0 to Fulham in the reverse fixture, so I think they're going to want a bit of revenge. All that comes together for what I'm going to say is a 2-0 Forest victory.
I like what you're saying there, Max. I do.
Mm.
I especially as the fact I've also got written down on my notes a 2-0 Forest victory, more or less just because of the facts Forest are fighting for top four here, and thanks to your knowledge, Fulham have an awful home record. They've just got a lot of injuries as well, and not a lot of their players are playing well. You can say that. So yeah, a nice 2-0 win. Lucas, what do you think?
I think I well, I agree. I Forest are just the better team. Um, Even though it's weird to think at the start of the season, Forest, what you'd be saying that Forest are comfortably the better team than Fulham, but they just are. Extremely solid. They absolutely hauled ass to Brighton. So yeah, I'm going to say 2-1 because I think Fulham, they're at home, they could get a goal, but at the end of the day, they will not win this game.
Okay, fair enough. Shine went for a 4-1 for his win, so he really has confidence in them. Absolute battering on his part.
All right, well, on to City Newcastle. This will be interesting. This will be a good one. Everyone was saying at the start of the season, City going for the league title, but they're not doing that, are they? Let's be honest. Is it time for them to give up on the league title? I think so.
You just realized that now.
Not just now, but it's like you just got to point it out, really.
Uh,
Like saw Rodri at the Super Bowl, didn't you? So it's really it says a lot. I think Newcastle are going to win. If you saw how Isak played against Arsenal, that was criminal. I don't know how he's at Newcastle still, but he is what a player. 3-1 to Newcastle.
Oh, that's a shout there, Lucas. That's a shout. But the reason why Isak is still at Newcastle, because Newcastle are a big club, you know? They're in the Carabao Cup final. They're also still in the FA Cup, and they're fighting for Europe this season. So that's why I back you with a Newcastle win. But I think City will play well, especially Haaland. I think it'll be 3-2 for Newcastle, 2-3. And yeah, that is literally my prediction. 2-3. I
X.
think high scoring. I think it'll be goals, entertaining, because they're both attacking teams because they both can't defend.
I love it, love it, loving the analysis on that one. To be fair, Newcastle got like 8 clean sheets in 24. They got like 1 in 3. Man City, you are definitely correct. Now on the on the sheet displayed, we do really highlight Isak. I had to get rid of Salah and the goal involvements because compared to everyone else, he was monumentally ahead by a mile. But Isak has definitely been, I'd say, the second best player in the league this season, in my opinion, anyway. And yeah, no, when we look at Man City's last 5 games, 5 goals were scored, 4 goals, 6 goals, 4 goals, 6 goals. So this is going to be a game of goals. Normally, I think Newcastle really neutralize Man City's effectiveness. Normally, but obviously this season has been a bit more of a blimp for them. But regardless, I think I'm going to go for 2-2 between them. And Cheyenne agrees with me. So I guess great minds think. Maybe not alike. Great minds simply think. All right.
Before we go on to the next match, I think we all need to apologise to Southampton
Ugh.
For what?
All,
for
all of us.
highest
I
series.
back Southampton every single week, but one time I don't. They finally pick up some points.
But I think we all just because we all been saying they're gonna get relegated or they already are
They are.
relegated.
They
But
are.
beating Ipswich, which was a shock, I have to say, did not see that coming. That is big for Southampton, but unfortunately, they're not going to get past Bournemouth. I think that's if they manage to beat probably the informed team at the moment. Hats off to them. But I've gone for a Bournemouth 3-1. Southampton will score because they're scoring quite a bit at the moment, but they won't. Bournemouth will score three more.
Yeah, you are right. They always seem to like nick a goal, but I think I'm just gonna go against that right now. I think I'm just gonna go 4-0. I think I'm gonna go for an absolute battering.
Well,
I also think Bournemouth have gotten to a point where we can't even just call them an informed team anymore. I think this is really just a well-coached team with like excellent players. I was gonna use the word individualism, but I like they're such a like great unit
Mhm.
that if we got rid of a manager, I think you definitely see a drop off, but they're all like very talented. No, this one's quite quick for me. I simply think they're just gonna continually show, like they have already, why they're just that team this year. So 4-0.
Uh, quickly to butt in there, just a quick question. Do you think Bournemouth can challenge for top four?
Not this year, no.
Okay.
Simple as quick. Um,
Luca?
because oh,
All right, I'll butt in. I'll say my prediction. Um, well, there's really not much for me to add. I think 3-0 to Bournemouth. Southampton, they could always nick a goal, but I don't think they will today. Bournemouth are just levels above them right now, and they're levels above everyone else. So 3-0.
Luke's were you listening before he asked you a question?
No, he
What
wasn't.
was, what was the question? What was the question? Sorry.
No, nothing.
Please. Sorry, I was focusing on my prediction.
He simply asked you, do you believe that Bournemouth can crack top four this year? Can they get it?
No, maybe. I don't know. I reckon fifth isn't out of reach for them, but it'll be tough for top four. It's really tight for everywhere this season. So
Pick a place, Spurs. Don't sit on the fence.
I'll stay on the fence, please. Thank you very much.
Well,
Boring.
I'm saying no because it's going to be one of those things where they simply just drop points in lots of. They're just going to get like maybe like a couple draws that just like keep them down. Newcastle is too consistent for me, and I genuinely think Newcastle is going to be the team that pinches fourth. Forest, I don't know if Forest are going to drop off.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. That's for sure.
imagine the top four of Liverpool, Arsenal, um, Forest, and Newcastle.
Well, there's only
That
one
would
true,
be shocking. I
only
mean, not.
one. There's only one true anomaly though, because if you told me Newcastle were getting top four this year,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not.
they've done it
I'm not gonna,
before. Yeah,
yeah, but I'm not going to say out of your mind. Forest is crazy. Forest is
yeah.
crazy. All right. To
But
cap this off,
sorry, but no Man City in it.
no, yeah, no Man City is correct, but they'll be back next year because
Yeah,
that's just what they do. All right.
yeah.
Shayan went for a 2-0 Bournemouth win, making all our predictions unique, which doesn't happen too often nowadays. Certain mans are following certain mans. All right. On to West Ham versus Brentford. Last time it was 1-1. It feels like there's going to be a close encounter. I think we can all agree on that. Graham Potter in the last five, he's lost 3-1, drawn one. I Not only is the injuries like obviously caused that because lots of their attacking front is currently injured, but that West Ham team just simply isn't up to wares this year. They seriously need a big transfer window. Um, Brentford are really bad away from home, but I genuinely think sometimes those eventually certain records and certain form has to change, and I think that happens here. I think Graham Potter's going to hold another L, going 2-1 Brentford.
I think it's interesting you say that they really need a big transfer window, West Ham, because everyone was saying they had a massive one in the summer, but I guess.
But you like the thing with all that is normal. Like typically, the team who everyone suggests normally has the best transfer window has a horrible one. It's
That is
actually
true. Yeah. No,
it happens every year. It's like, whoa, because the thing is, people don't actually watch these players. They know them simply from name recognition. And you
yeah,
add the manager, which does he actually have a plan? And we'll see. And Lopetegui didn't have a good plan or a good one because they
yeah.
were getting battered by four a lot. But anyway, I'll let you continue with this prediction.
But yeah, I think it will be a tight game. Um, but I think 2-1 West Ham. It's about time they did something, you know.
I mean, they got one win in seven, so would you
Exactly.
expect that?
Lucas, I agree with you there. West Ham will do something, and you say they didn't have a good transfer window. They brought an Evan Ferguson in on loan. You know, I know he's coming back from an injury, and but he's still young. And when he was on form, people are saying Manchester United are going to buy him for like 60, 70 million. I
Yeah.
think he will be the difference here when West Ham win 2-1.
Do you know what? I'm gonna make the prediction that his loan spell is gonna be to quite unsuccessful. I think I'm gonna stand
Okay,
with him.
define what
Genu-
what do you mean unsuccessful? Like West Ham playing bad, he plays bad, or
he will not produce goals for them in the
how
next.
many goals? How many goals?
I think he maybe he would cap it off with three. He had
Three?
one. He had one in 16 for Brighton. Granted, he wasn't really starting every game, and he's had injury issues, but he's a bit injury prone. So I won't be surprised if maybe he gets like one or two or three, and then he gets injured. I mean, just lots of games where he's a bit stagnant.
Okay, I
That's
think
my
that's
Fair.
opinion.
harsh. I think that's harsh. I disagree with you completely. I think he's gonna change it around. But
I, I, look, I hope so, man. He's there's a player in there, but I just don't think he has it.
okay,
All
let's
right. Well,
agree.
what's that?
I said let's agree to disagree.
All right. Fair enough. I think. Okay. Well, no. I think Palace, Everton. Um, Palace. Well, both are rising through the league right now. I think it's fair to say. Palace more so, definitely. I think Everton are looking stronger, but I think Palace they're running a good wave of form right now, and I think they'll win 2-1.
I
Lucas,
oh wait,
that's a
no,
good
Leo, yeah,
shout.
you speak.
Sorry.
My fault.
That's a good shout, Lucas. It's such a good shout. I have that written down as well. 2-1 to I think they're too blah blah blah. They're so much better quality. They have too much quality for Everton, and Mateta is in fantastic form at the moment. So him and Eze, that's a dangerous attack, and Everton will not be able to hold that. So 2-1 Palace.
I think I'm gonna go 1-1. I think it'll be a really close game. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2-1 to Palace. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2-1 to Everton because that's what it was last time these two face each other. Uh, Palace is a very good team. Palace is a very good team, and obviously David Moyes has Everton playing. They did get the loss against Villa in his first game and Bournemouth in the cup, but these are really good. These are really good teams. Everton have faced hard teams. No, just know what? I'm not really gonna have much to say about this one. Simple gut feeling, 1-1, and Shayan agrees with me. And in case I forgot to mention
You
on the
two
last
keep agreeing. What's going on?
keep
Yeah.
agreeing, in case I forgot to mention on the last game, Cheyenne went 0-0 on West Ham versus Crystal Palace. Sorry, West Ham versus Brentford. I went for a Brentford win. Keep
All right.
agreeing. We only have one game in 8 where we've agreed. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I feel there's something going on here.
I'm literally looking at it right now.
You're also looking at Shine scores right now as well.
I know all of yours. Yeah,
Okay. Moving on to
it's conspiracy.
Liverpool against Wolves. Hopefully, after beating Everton on Wednesday, we come into Sunday and we're gonna blow Wolves away 3-0. Just needing to score lots of goals. Salah, Gakpo and any one of the front three. Jota, I'd love Jota a goal against Wolves. So 3-0.
Well, Shayan agrees with you on that 3-0 verdict.
Yeah, because
I
he knows his Liverpool football.
So when Leo and Cheyenne agree, it's all lovey dovey. But when I agree, I'm a bad guy.
Hey, no, I'm sorry. I just happened to notice.
Only only happened one time. Only happened one time, by the way. Ain't no noticing. You thought the only time it happened.
No,
It's literally this is
I'm
literally a
not trying to create agendas for any. I'm
there's
sorry.
literally there's a conspiracy against me. But whatever. I rise above hate. I I'll go 4-1. I feel like we'll score. We'll still score goals. You got to give it to me. It comes from somewhere. Defending, they're horrific. Third most conceded in the league, but they always back one or two. They do it sometimes. It was 2-1 the last time you two faced, but this time at Anfield, I think you hit them for 4, but I'll still get a goal. So 4-1.
Okay.
Well, you said they always back one or two. I think they're going to bag two, and I think Liverpool they're going to grab two as well. I think it's going to be a draw. Look,
Sorry.
I don't.
What? What is this?
You can act shocked all you want, right? We can have this
No.
conversation when the score actually happens and after the game, all right?
We can
I
have a
think
conversation now.
not
I
We'll
think
do that.
Cunha I think Cunha's gonna bag definitely, and yeah, it's gonna be a goal fest.
But
So,
why are they drawing?
yeah, why? Like,
Explain this to me.
I
The
don't
team
know.
the team with the least amount of goals conceded, best attack versus one of the worst defenses, and they're drawing.
Yeah, I know, but
two,
I just think
not
Wolves
like it's
have
a
the
0-0.
capacity. No, no, I just think Wolves have the capacity to score unexpectedly against
Do
teams.
you
So
want Arsenal to win the league? Let me
no,
ask
I
you this
don't.
straight now.
This is my worst nightmare. This
You
is
do
my
vote.
worst
You do
nightmare.
vote. You do vote against Liverpool a lot. Don't mind me.
Yeah,
I'm just figuring out
No,
coincidences.
it's no coincidence is going on here. It's just sometimes I fancy a team to lose, and some it's got a feeling, and that's why I won last week. Um,
Barely.
but yeah, 2-2.
All right, fine. I mean, fair enough. Your opinion is your opinion. All right, to end it, we're going for Tottenham versus Man United. Basically, the battle of mid, right? As a
they're
Tottenham
under
fan,
mid. You can't even class them both
yeah.
as
Well, no, this is the battle of mid. Really, this
no.
is the
If it was the battle of mid, you'd be 9 and 10 for 10th and 11. This
Okay,
is the
Leo. I'm not
battle of just
appreciate.
under
I'm
mid.
not really, Leo. I'm not really appreciating the commentary there. You mind? You mind? Thank you. Um, no, these are two very poor teams. Whether Tottenham is poor because of their injuries, and or Man United is poor due to just their like simply bad recruitment and just like years of like neglect in the ownership. Two things that like relate to each other with Tottenham and Man United. I don't know, but Man United, they don't really score goals. They don't really score goals. And if there was a game, if there was ever a game to actually finally win, put the goals through, it would be against this injury-ridden Tottenham team. But despite the praises, I'm a Tottenham fan. I'm gonna stay delusional. I've seen about like 1 or 2 victories. I'm gonna stay delusional. I am going to say 3-1 Tottenham.
Fair enough. I can back that sentiment in terms of having to unfortunately back Spurs.
I'm doing it off pure delusion. Pure delusion. Nothing else.
I think both teams like to spread their legs to the back, and I think 4-2 is gonna be
A mad statement. Sorry.
Bro said spread their legs to the
six
back.
six goals in this game. I think.
Why you talking about spreading legs?
I don't know. It's just an analogy. I
Alright.
think 6 goals is going to be a lot of goals. I think it's going to be 4-2 to Spurs. Because we're very open, they're very open, like I said. So yeah,
Yeah, Lucas, you've got a point. You've got a point there. There's going to be goals. There's going to be goals galore here, you know? But it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I think Man United perform when they play a big team. and Tottenham is probably still a big team to them. Even though these are two very unperforming teams and below average teams at the
All right, we
moment.
get it. We get it, Leo. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we got the
understand.
message.
Yeah, we're mid. All right, cheers.
That's why it's going to be a 2-2 draw. And Shine has agreed with me that it'll be a draw, but he's gone for 1-1.
Yeah. All right. We will move on finally to the last section, which is the triple captains. As you can see on display now, if there's any of Shayan's results that we failed to mention at the time, you can see them on screen as of the rest of ours. Um, I I like talking, as you all could gather from the last, well, since we've started this. So I'm going to start by saying that I think. Sorry, I just wanted to let everyone hear me again and again. I'm gonna go for the 4-1 Liverpool versus Wolves match. I think I just I honestly, do you know what? I'm gonna put 5 on that exact result. Confidence.
Oh,
A
That's
fiver.
yeah.
fiver.
Hitting up
I'm
the
not
bet three six
I'm not
five.
I'm not made of money. Yeah, a fiver. That's what I got. But
I
that's
want to see that. Come on, we want to see a screenshot of the bet slip on the screen.
Oh, I will do that. I will do that later. It will not be photoshopped.
Okay. I'll go ahead with my double captain then may as well. I'm gonna go Tottenham. I haven't backed my team in a while. Haven't captained. I've captained teams like Liverpool, other teams. I'm gonna put my heart where it should be, in Tottenham. Unfortunately.
Wow. All right. So two games of 4 goals. What about you, Leah?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm going for the score, which is definitely going to happen. City Newcastle 2-3.
Really?
Going to triple captain that one. Trust me, I can see that happening.
Well, your triple captain has to be double captained, I'm afraid. But I
Oh,
like the
double
vision.
captain, triple
I
captain.
like the vision. I'm gonna be honest, boys. I'm looking at all three. I don't think any of these are happening.
Well,
I'll-
Shayan's might because he's double captain Liverpool Wolves 3-0, and that's a
As that, and I think that's the best one.
yeah.
Well, we'll see for real.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Let us know what your thoughts are below. Please share your predictions with us. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.